What's good, YouTubers? Your boy Kakashi with the Dragon Sage. Big 1.6K in the chat. Road to 1.7K on the way. You already know what's going on, bro. Let's get it. Now, this is part 4 of What If Naruto was Shisui's little brother. Now, I'm getting this series out of the way so that I can move on to different things. But this series, it's gonna have quite a little. Yeah, it's gonna have maybe like 11 or to 12 maybe episodes. We'll see. Anyways, but we'll start this video off on a new day as it's time for Naruto to get a new fit. As you guys know, Naruto has the Executioner's Blade sealed inside of his arm. There's a whole markings going down his arm. So that when he activates it, his Executioner's Blade comes out into his hand. And then when he puts it down, it just disappears because it's linked to Naruto. Like, that blade is now a part of Naruto. As it's time for Naruto to get a new outfit. As Naruto goes to the old Uchiha store, as he takes the one gray hoodie that was ever made. It was a gray hoodie with the Uchiha sign on it. With I'm gonna say the on the back of the Uchiha on the back of the Uchiha hoodie there was an Uchiha sign on the top, not on the top, but like on the mid back, like how you guys are seeing it. And the words underneath the Uchiha symbol, I'm gonna say it says symbol for peace, symbol of peace. As then it has the 3 Tamoi under it. As then he gets black ninja pants that end up they end up about the pants end at the top of his shins as he wears the black sandals Sasuke wore in the 4th grade ninja war. As then, since he has a blade in his arm, he decides to grab a blade, but this just happened to be the same blade that Sasuke wore, except Naruto carries it on his back like a regular sword instead of having it tied onto a freaking purple rope. Y'all already know all the other stuff, Naruto's dojutsus, except Naruto still doesn't know how to use his Ren Sharingan, the original, this thing right here, freaking overpowered eye that he doesn't know how to use yet. So he just covers it up with his gray hair as he lets his black eye out, which is his right eye with the Eternal Mangekyo. Oh yeah, guys, this is some things are gonna happen between Naruto and Rin. I'm gonna say that they turned 14 like yesterday or something like that. Anyway, so they're 14 years old, but it's getting to be that age. Anywho, so we start this story off again where Naruto had just got his outfit. It's the next day after Naruto got his outfit as he woke up to a knock at his door. As he put on his black pants with his ninja sandals, along with his gray Uchiha hoodie and his sword, he walks out. Oh yeah, he pulls his mask up also. He walks out, opens up the door, saying, "Who is it? It's too early," rubbing his eye. As it's Kakashi, as he says, "Oh, hello there, Naruto." As Naruto's like, "Huh? It's you again." As Kakashi's like, "Yes, I want to speak with you about something important." As Naruto's like, "Important?" As Kakashi's like, "Yes. Please come with me." As Naruto's like, why not?" As he goes to Kakashi, as Kakashi leads him to the foundation. As when they walk in, Kakashi body flickers next to Danzo as Naruto walks up to the two of them saying, "Huh? What do you want?" As Danzo's like, if it isn't the famous Naruto. The Uchiha with the 9 tails. As Naruto's like, "I'll ask you again, what do you want?" As Danzo's like, "Okay then, I'll get right to the point. I want you to join the Anbu Black Ops." As Naruto's like, As he thinks about it, nowadays Naruto really doesn't have anything to do. He just be chilling around, training. As Naruto just doesn't see a problem with it, so Naruto's like, fine, but I don't feel like wearing your dumb Anbu outfit. I'll wear my outfit as of right now. As Danzo's like, fine, but here, as he tosses Naruto a black Anbu mask with red scratch marks and red outlining it, and the nose and lips were white. As Naruto's like, "Well, who's my partner?" As he says, "You'll have a 3-man group. Your 3-man group will be you, Kakashi, and none other than Itachi Uchiha." As Naruto says, well, I guess so, whatever." As then, Naruto and Kakashi walk out. As Kakashi was assigned a mission. As the mission it was an assassination mission. This mission would have took a few days, possibly, but not with Naruto. Naruto's freaking too slick with it. As Kakashi's like, "Our mission is to go to the village hidden in the cloud and take out the current Raikage. As Naruto's like, the Raikage? For what? We don't ask questions. We just do what we're told. As Naruto pulls his sword out saying, I'm not anybody's slave. I do what I want. So just keep that in mind before you talk to me. Because I will have no problem with killing you. As Kakashi's like, relax. I'm just letting you know that we don't ask about what we do. We just do it without hesitation. As Naruto's like, you guys don't got no life. As he walks away. As Naruto's like, I don't need these scrubs to take out that peasant. Not even peasant. He's like, I don't need those scrubs to take out that weakling. As he puts his hands together as he says, ultimate body flicker jutsu. As he basically like disappears in like a blink of an eye. Then like about 5 seconds later, he's standing on the Raikage's mansion, as it's still the third Raikage right now. A's father. Yeah. So Naruto says, as he looks through the window, seeing that he's doing paperwork. But A was standing next to him as his bodyguard. As Naruto says, why not? As he takes off his mask. As he lets it hang around his, as he pulls it up on his head, basically. As he walks through he goes into the office, as a whole bunch of ninja try to rush him. As Naruto just keeps walking. As then, in a blink of an eye, all you see is ninjas with body parts and sliced off, just laying on the ground. As Naruto knocks on the Raikage's door. Come in! As Naruto walks in. As they say, who are you? As then they see the Uchiha sign on Naruto's jacket. As A immediately is behind Naruto, about to punch him. As Naruto's like, you're too slow. As he sends a kick right to A's rib, kicking him to the side. As in the Raikage was right on the side of Naruto. Naruto didn't even feel him. As then he freaking as then the Raikage punched Naruto so hard it sent him flying out of the office. As Naruto was able to catch himself as he had blood drip down his mouth. As he wipes it, saying, finally a challenge, huh? As he pulls out his sword off his back. As the Raikage and A are walking up. As Naruto activates the Eternal Mangekyo. As A's like, he's no joke. As what Naruto does is he takes his mask off along with his Uchiha hoodie and he puts it by a tree. As then he says, forget it, no weapons needed. As then he puts his sword on the ground. So now all this Naruto is wearing is his black ninja pants with his long black shinobi sandals. And he's wearing black ninja tape around his arms and around his stomach. And he wears some like around his like underneath his head where a headband would go. He wears black ninja tape. As the Raikage activates his lightning chakra mode, knowing that Naruto's not going to be that easy. As Naruto activates Godspeed, which, guys, I know, in Hunter x Hunter, Godspeed is not as fast as obviously that, but this is going to be fast. He activates his purple lightning Godspeed, since it's purple lightning, makes him 10 times faster. As he's like, you know the lightning cloak? No. His hair's glowing white, and it's purple. What is this? As Naruto's like, so, straight on taijutsu, is it? As the Raikage says, I wouldn't have it any other way. As don't forget, Naruto has his EMS activated. As Naruto, when he does this, he doesn't even realize that he can read with his Ren Sharingan in his left eye. He can literally see into the future. That's why when the Raikage rushes him, he can see 20 moves ahead. As he dodges all the strikes from the Raikage, as then he sends a devastating blow to his stomach, leaving a big burn mark on the Raikage's stomach, sending him flying back, tumbling through trees. As then all you seen was A activate his chakra mode, rushing at Naruto. As Naruto literally said, fire style rotation. As Naruto did a fire style rotation, basically a rotation except he put fire element in every single chakra point as he spun around fast, releasing a fire looking tornado rotation. As this hit A, as A got blown back into a tree. As in the next thing you know, all you seen was the Raikage running back at Naruto. As then he jumped into the air and went for a direct hit on Naruto. As Naruto caught it with one hand, throwing him back up into the air as he says, fire style, exploding fire shot. Exploding fire shot. as he shoots out a massive fireball. As the Raikage doesn't even bother to dodge it, he just lets it hit him. As Naruto said, "You thought that was it?" As then he said, "Explode!" As the Raikage said, "What?" As the massive fireball exploded. As the Raikage landed on the ground in his chakra mode, holding his arm. But he was still good, though. As then the Raikage said, "I haven't used this move in a while." As then he goes full lightning chakra mode. As he says, "One finger spear hand!" As the next thing you know, the Raikage was behind Naruto. But Naruto already could see this. As when the Raikage struck, Naruto dodged it, going down, so that he looked up at the Raikage's arm. And then with a quick motion of his hand, Naruto created it was like a purple lightning. He turned his hand into like a purple lightning sword as he sliced up at the speed of sound. All you seen was the Raikage's right arm flying in the air as the Raikage jumped back, holding his right freaking shoulder. As if you look at the Raikage, his arm is on the floor. As Naruto has overused his seeing 20 steps ahead ability as his eye starts to bleed black blood. But this was alright. This was only because he's just now getting used to one of the powers, which was seeing into the future, or seeing battle combat skills into the future. As A says, "Father!" As the Raikage says, "I'm fine." As Naruto says, "You won't be when I'm done with you." As soon as Naruto's about to rush him, A was behind Naruto. But obviously, Naruto's Sharingan, his Renin Sharingan, he wasn't really trying to use it at that time. So he just used his his EMS to dodge the attack. And then he kicked A as A went flying into one of the buildings in the Hidden Cloud Village. As Naruto's like, "Now, to finish my mission." As the Raikage's like, "Never have I seen somebody so fast that could read my movements. He's so powerful." As Naruto's like, "Accept your fate." As then the Raikage puts all of his lightning chakra into his left arm. As he says, "I put all of my chakra into this last attack." As the Raikage's arm turns into a big lightning dragon. As he says, "I am the Raikage of the lightning dragon." As Naruto can sense the lightning chakra in his arm. But the Raikage put all of his energy into his arm, but then again he did put some of it into his feet so that he could do one last fast attack. As Naruto wiped the black blood off of his left eye, revealing it, as the Raikage is like, "What is that eye?" As it started to spin, as Naruto had just seen exactly what he was finna do, because he could read his mind. As he knew that he was finna go for a pretend strike from above, but then strike from the front. As he says, "Perfect." As Naruto says, "Then let me do this." As he creates the purple lightning arm, he coats his arm in purple lightning, kind of like a Shidori, but the Shidori covers his whole arm going up to his shoulder, but it's purple too, purple lightning. As then the Raikage was above Naruto, as Naruto already knew he wasn't gonna do anything. As the Raikage teleported right in front of Naruto, going for a strike at Naruto's heart. The next thing you know, his left arm, Naruto sliced up with his right hand, chopping off the Raikage's left arm. As the Raikage was armless, as he says, as both of his arms were on the floor, as Naruto had disintegrated them with his fire style. As he says, "I still won't give up." As then he taps in to the chakra that he saved up for a situation just like that. He didn't end up using all of it. He still had saved chakra. As he enters the lightning chakra cloak mode. It's much more powerful than his one before, but he has no arms. Therefore, he will only be able to use his feet. As he rushes Naruto, setting a barrage of kicks that are really powerful. As the Raikage is not going down without a fight, even with as much blood as he lost. He still won't stop, even if it means he has to kill himself. He needs to protect his village. He wants to, and that's what he lives for. As he's just fighting Naruto, as Naruto's just blocking all of this. As then finally is like, "I've had enough of you." As then Naruto jumps into the air saying, My bad, hold up. Naruto jumps into the air as he says, Fire style. Chameleon slice. Camellia slice. As then he puts his hands up into the air. As he creates a huge, massive fireball that he controls with his hand. As nothing could stop this fire. I'm talking about this fireball was about the size of a planetary devastation. Like everybody in all villages could see this fireball up in the air. As he's like, now, feel the power of a real legendary Uchiha. As he motions his hand down as the fireball moves at like the speed of freaking... The fireball moved fast to the floor. As the Raikage says, well, I guess this is where it ends. As he smiles saying, this was your mission, boy. So here. As then all the lightning chakra turns into a little orb as it leaves the Raikage's body. As it goes right into Naruto. As Naruto feels a lot of energy just enter him. As Naruto had killed the Raikage. The Raikage had given Naruto his immense lightning control along with his chakra bank. So now Naruto's chakra bank had been expanded by he has as much chakra as he has, Kurama and the third Raikage, and his lightning style is now just as strong and dense as the third Raikage's. As A comes back to see his father with like freaking 7th degree burn marks with no arms. As A drops to his knees saying, but why? As Naruto looks down saying, I'm sorry. It was just I had something I had to do. As A says, no, you didn't have to do it. Everybody has a choice, and you just chose the wrong one. As A stands up, as A makes a fist, as then he enters his lightning chakra mode, as Naruto's like, I didn't come here to kill you. As A is like, well, I came here to kill you! As he right behind Naruto, as Naruto teleports, as he teleports out of there. We go back to Naruto, which has used a lot of his chakra using his Renashari. As he's holding his left eye. Not like he can go blinded or anything, but he wipes the black blood off of it. As he's like, as he was all good now. As Kurama says, I'm sorry I didn't heal you sooner. I was taking a nap. As Naruto says, it's alright. As then Kurama immediately heals Naruto, so Naruto's all freaking better 100%. As he arrives back to the village, as he's wondering, wow, it must have took Kakashi and them to get there a long time ago, because I already killed the Raikage. The whole mission was to kill the Raikage with my Anbu squad, but it turns out it was just me. Well, too bad, so sad. As he walks into the village. As it's nighttime, if I didn't say that already. If I did, sorry. As he's walking through the village, as he says, I guess I could go see what Rin is doing. It is nighttime, so she might be sleeping. But it never hurts to try. So he teleports to Rin's balcony. As he slides the door open just a little bit so that he can hear what's going on. As he hears Rin trying on outfits. But these were any type of outfits. These were like bikini type outfits. As Naruto listens, as she's like, oh, Naruto. Making poses in her mirror. As then she's like, I wonder if Naruto will like me wearing this. As she does a pose in her mirror. As Naruto slides the door open saying, what was that? As she grabs her blanket, wrapping her around her, saying, Naruto, what are you doing in here? As Naruto's like, well, didn't you want me to? I heard you say if I would like it or not. And she's like, I wasn't talking to you. As Naruto's like, but you were talking about me. As she blushes, saying, well, maybe you should just let me know when you're there next time. As Naruto's like, but I do like your outfits. You tried all these on just for me? And she's like, yeah, whatever. As Naruto's like, so, why were you trying these outfits on for me? And she's like, isn't it obvious, Naruto? As Naruto's like, no, it's obviously not if I'm asking you. As she's like, I've liked you since we were kids. As Naruto's eyes widen, saying, you've liked me since we were kids? As she's like, obviously, Naruto. As she walks over to Naruto. As they're face to face right now. As Naruto is looking down at her, because Rin, she's Naruto's a little bit taller than Rin, but like not super taller. As Naruto's like, I didn't know you felt this way, Rin. As Rin's like, well, now you do. What are you gonna do about it? As Naruto's like, well, I think I have an idea. As he looks at Rin up and down, as Rin starts to blush, saying, "You're too much." As Naruto's like, well, we'll see. As then he says, as then he starts releasing some Nine Tails chakra. We're gonna do a time skip to the next day. God dang. We go to Naruto, which wakes up to Rin, which is all pressed up on him. As all he feels is bare skin, and he's like, God, last night it's definitely an experience. But I'm pretty sure the cops got called. Rin was too loud. Whatever. As Naruto wakes up, as he goes into the kitchen, as he makes them breakfast or whatever, as Rin wakes up, as she walks out with no clothes on, as Naruto's like, Rin, where's your clothes? As Rin's like, we're dating now, so obviously it doesn't matter. As Naruto's like, well, I guess so. As he closes the curtains. As they eat, as Naruto's like, well, I gotta go somewhere. I'll be back later, though. As she's like, you better not take too long. As she kisses Naruto on his forehead. As then she goes back into her room and goes to sleep. As Naruto's like, God dang it. As he puts his Uchiha hoodie on, along with his sword. As he puts on his Anbu mask, as then he body flickers. As he appears in front of Danzo, walking towards him. As Danzo's like, ah, if it isn't Naruto, I have a gift for you, my boy. As Naruto's like, what is that? As Danzo tosses Naruto 2 vials of blood. As Naruto's like, why did you toss me these 2 vials of blood? Well, Naruto, if you would like to know the truth, read this scroll. It'll let you know everything you need to know. You're off today, but take this scroll. Once you read it, you'll know exactly what to do. As Naruto takes the vials of blood, along with the scroll, as he goes somewhere sacred where he likes to train. As he reads what the scroll is, Naruto reads, Hello, Naruto. I could tell that you're really strong, but once you have this, you will become one of the strongest shinobi to ever be known to live. These vials of blood contain the strongest cells of Hashirama Senju. Therefore, when you insert both of these cells, drink plenty of water so that your cells combined with Hashirama's. Therefore, all of your physical abilities will be multiplied just as good as his, even though you are really strong as it is. But if you read farther down in the scroll, you will be able to use wood style due to the fact that I know about you and I know about exactly what you're capable of. So, yeah, that is all I needed to say. Have fun. As he's like, as he inserts the 2 vials of blood into his arm with the arm that doesn't have the executioner's blade in it. As when he does so, his arm gets like a black marking on his shoulder, as it shows the sun with spikes all around it. Whatever. As Naruto drinks plenty of water, as then him and Hashirama cells combined, as Naruto now has Hashirama cells inside of him, but they're combined so that Naruto's not doesn't have no freaking like white skin that'll freaking fall off from like one punch or something like that. But anyways, oh snap, my bad. Anyways, so after that, Naruto reads some wood style jutsu about 3 hours later. Yeah, so he says wood style, wood dragon jutsu, as a massive wood style dragon wraps around Naruto as it goes into the air. As it then settles next to Naruto, as Naruto pets it, as it kind of like rubs up against Naruto, as Naruto's like, hey there, as he hops on top of it. As then the wood dragon just keeps expanding higher and higher into the air as Naruto does a backflip. As then while he's falling down, he reads one of the other jutsus in the scroll. Wood style deep forest emergence. As he does the hand signs. Wood style deep forest emergence. As a big old forest of wood appears around Naruto that sprouted from the ground. As one of the pieces of the wood caught Naruto. As Naruto's like, wow, well, that's enough for today. I'm kind of exhausted, as he yawns, as he puts the scroll in his ninja pouch. As he's like, well, I'll be heading home now. Well, guys, that'll be it for part 4. If you guys want part 5, like goal, light goal is 65 likes. Nah. 75 likes, I will drop part 5. Dragon Sage gang, we out to y'all. Oh yeah, before I end this video, there's a lot of people asking me if they can do my thumbnails. I honestly don't mind, and people are asking me if they can make me an intro. Honestly, I don't mind. Like, I'm not. You guys don't have to, but a lot of people keep asking, so it's like it don't really matter to me. If you want to, just drop your Discord, and I'll create a private call between us. So yeah, or yeah, I'll just do that. So drop your Discord, and I'll do that. All right, Dragon Sage gang. Now we officially out at y'all.